This is the Healthy Business Podcast, the show for ambitious business owners who want to grow and scale in a healthy way. I'm Sarah Cook, and I'll be sharing with you tips, inspiration, and proven methods from leading business experts, entrepreneurs, and health and wellness professionals to help you grow your business with more income and having more impact, but in a way that works for you. Because when you have clarity and strategy, you can achieve the results you want. Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Healthy Business Podcast. I am Sarah Cook and I'm going to be sharing with you today why I've decided not to join the new platform Threads. Now, it's one of those things, isn't it, when something new comes out and we get curious, we want to explore different things, we feel like we need to be on there. All of these kind of shoulds start coming into our mindset. And, when we see other people doing things, especially people who we view to be quite successful, we always think we need to add something extra. So I want to share with you why I have decided not to join Threads right now and how you can decide whether you want to join Threads or not as well. So when it comes to our time, our energy and resources, we need to be intentional. And this is always where I come back to when I'm considering doing something new. And I always ask myself this question: is it going to help me get closer to my goals? Now, I know what I want to achieve in Q3. I know what I want to achieve in Q4. I've also started mapping out what I want to achieve next year as well. And this has had a massive impact on my decision not to join Threads, because it's so easy to get caught up in the social media world, isn't it? Around, the hype and the enthusiasm and the creative space. That's exactly what they want you to do as well, because they want to increase their numbers. They want to look like their new brand is as popular as possible. Now, I'm going to share with you 6 different reasons as to why I have decided not to join Threads, and use this to decide whether this could be a good fit for you right now, or actually maybe it's something that you want to settle and leave and decide whether it's something you want to join at a later date as well. So here's why I am not going to join right now. So the first one is that I'm super intentional. For me to make myself work, for me to make my business work, for me to be able to show up for my business, my clients, my family in the ways that I want to, I have to be intentional. That's the way that I get things done. That's the way successful people get things done. So by being intentional with my time and energy and resources, right now, Threads doesn't fit into that space. The second reason, I've already got a plan. I've already got a plan for my Q3, my Q4, as I said. And whilst I love a bit of flexibility and I love to check in with myself, and this is really the questions that I'm asking right now, does Threads fit into my plan? And right now it doesn't. Okay. I want the summer. I really am taking a lot of time off during the summer. My business is still going to be running, but I want to spend that time with my children. One of the things and the reasons that I set up my business was because I wanted that flexibility. I wanted that time freedom. I wanted that choice. Adding something in is not going to give me that, especially when it's something new and I'm learning and I'm testing different things. So I wanted to hold that value even stronger over the summer. So whilst I've still got that plan, I know exactly what I'm going to be working on. I still have that degree of flexibility, and I want to hold on to that for the summer. Third reason is that it doesn't actually fit in with my plan to enable me to hit my Q3 goals. As I said, I've got a plan in place and I'm choosing to prioritize the things that I know are going to make a difference right now because I've tested them before. So for me to hit my Q3 goals, I know what I need to do to hit them. Adding something in is going to act like a distraction. It's going to lead to me procrastinating. It's going to lead to my creative space going in a different direction, when actually what I need is to use my time, energy, and resources that I do have when I'm taking time off over the summer in a really intentional way. Another reason is that I love to work in tried and tested spaces. I do love to try things. I love to test things out. It's one of the things that my clients say about me, is that they love to see me testing things, because then I can share the knowledge to them as well. But when it comes to Threads, I want to be able to test it in a way that feels good. I recognize that my ideal client are also going to be taking time off over the summer. So I'm not going to get a true picture as to how Threads is going to work when people's actions and intentions are different over the next couple of months. So the way people are using social media is much more sporadic. It's much more ad hoc. There is no consistent pattern. So for me to be able to test something, I want to have those parameters in place that mean that I can test things in a way that actually feels good for me and for my ideal clients. So if I don't know that something's going to work, if I don't know that I can test things within certain parameters, I also know that my clients are not wanting to add in an additional platform because they're wanting to take time off over the summer. Their values are flexible freedom and time choice. So are my ideal clients on Threads looking for the support that I can offer? Probably not yet. Okay, so that's probably one of the main reasons is that actually really leaning into whether this is going to make a difference to you, your business, your goals, and yourself. Now, the next reason, you don't have to be everywhere, right? Being visible is not about being on every single social media platform. Now, I've spent 20 years in this business. I've spent 20 years in this industry all around the world. And I know that you do not have to be absolutely everywhere from a visibility perspective. Yes, you need to be consistent, but that doesn't mean constant. And it certainly doesn't mean that you have to show up on every single platform. So when I'm deciding the platforms that I want to show up on, I ask myself two questions. Are my ideal client on there? And do I enjoy being on there? Now, I can't answer either of those at the moment, and the answer to those might come true, but I'm not going to spend the time right now distracting myself from my laser focused plan of action that is going to achieve my goals when it's not tried and tested. Do I enjoy it at the moment? I don't know. And as I said, I'm not going to distract myself from what I need to do to be able to test that when I know the parameters are not in place for me to be able to test things in a way that is going to see whether my ideal client is actually on there or not either. Okay, so you do not have to be everywhere. And there are so many marketing tools. There are so many different things that you can do. So really leaning into what feels good for you, the alignment for what you enjoy doing, what's working for you, where your audience are. You don't have to be everywhere. And then my sixth reason is that actually my current marketing strategy is working really well. I've just come off the back of a £60,000 launch. And that has happened by me being intentional, by me being focused, by me being strategic. That hasn't happened by complete luck. Okay, so I know that my marketing strategy is currently working. So I don't need to change something if I've got something that's already working. Okay, so I'm choosing not to be on Threads right now. I'm choosing not to be distracted. I'm choosing to stay laser focused, but I'm also choosing to have one ear to the ground. I'm not stupid. I want to lean into what is working. So I know what's working from my perspective, but one of the things that I also know is that you have to listen to your dream clients. You have to listen to your audience. That's the way to make a business evolve. That's the way to make a business have growth. That's the way to create more sales. Understanding what your ideal client is going through so that you can provide that in a space that feels good for them and for you. Okay, so I will decide and I will keep keeping my ear to the ground and listen in to see how my audience are thinking about things. Are my ideal clients testing this out? When I come back from the summer, I might well add this into a testing platform. And to decide if, not when, I'll add this to my marketing strategy down the line. I didn't choose to join Clubhouse way back when that became a big hype and big, kind of marketing thing. This is the thing you have to be on for the very same reasons that I've shared with you today. So really lean in and decide whether you want to test it out or whether you want to lean back slightly, focus on the things that you have in place that you know are working. And if you're feeling a little bit stuck or a bit confused as to whether you feel like you should be on there, then let me know. Drop me a message and let me know how you're feeling about it. Do you feel like you need to be on there? Are those shoulds coming into your mindset around what you should be doing when it comes to marketing? Marketing gets to be super simple and super clear when you get laser focused with your time, energy, and resources. You do not have to be everywhere. You certainly don't need to be on every single platform. What you need is the right message in the right place at the right time to the right people. And that comes through clarity to then create the strategy. So that clarity piece and understanding your ideal client is what is really going to make a difference for you and for your business and for you to enjoy the summer, have that flexible freedom, have that time choice, and all the things that are so important when it comes to running your business. So let me know if you decide to join Threads. Let me know if you are already on there. Drop me a message at Sarah Cook Coaching over on Instagram, but also leave me a review to let me know what you've thought of this. I know it's a bit of a controversial opinion because we're seeing lots of people joining Threads, but right now I am choosing not to join it, and I will decide and keep my ear to the ground as to whether I do decide to join this later on this year or even never at all. Okay, so keep an eye on what I'm doing on my social media. Come and follow me over on Instagram at Sarah Cook Coaching and see whether I decide to actually join Threads and jump on that bandwagon, or actually whether I'm choosing to stay aligned to my business, my marketing strategy, and to follow in the things that I know are actually working for me and for my business, and also for my clients. I will see you on the next episode. Have a wonderful day and let me know what you think. Thanks for listening to the Healthy Business Podcast. You can get a copy of my best-selling book, Healthy You, Wealthy Business, over on my website, sarahcookcoaching.com/book. In there, you'll find practical advice, useful tools, and real actionable steps to help you be your best self and build a wildly successful business with ease so that you can create a limitless life in the way that you choose.